One block. Who wants the one block? Yes. Emery. Yes. I'm a partying country boy, and I'm like, fire and drums, take me, you know? So they load me up, and they're telling me there's these drums, so I don't own a drum. And I'm not even saying this out of embarrassment. I'm proud of it. I'm a poor country boy. I live in the woods. I got chickens. I raise my own vegetables and all that kind of stuff. But when they tell me I'm going to a drum circle, I don't own a drum. I can't afford to buy a drum. I haven't even put my eyes on one of these before going to this drum circle. So I went and I found an ice cream churn from the 70s. You remember the old ice cream churns made out of cedar, the little bucket, you had to stand there and do that, you know, so you got your ice cream. Awesome experience. But I went and found an ice cream bucket, and I called up a local friend of mine who's a hunter, and I was like, hey man, are you going hunting? Yeah, we're in the woods tonight. You know, I was like, well, I need a skin, because I'm going to build a drum. So the next morning, this is totally true, no exaggeration. The next morning, I get up and I walk out on my front porch and open the door, and there's a fresh deer skin still steaming, just sitting on the front porch, you know, and I'm like, oh, John stopped by. So I go out there and I got my ice cream churn, and I spent my day. We live on the Swanee River. We're interested in Native American culture and things like that, and there's all kinds of artifacts. I imagine this lake's probably covered beautiful artifacts hidden all over the sands out here. So I have arrowheads and what we call a turtleback scraper, which is a piece of flint rock that they have made one side, the Native Americans have carved one side so that your hand can fit on it, and the other side is totally flat. And it's a turtleback scraper because they scrape the hide to get the fat off the hide before they use the hide for clothing or drums or whatever they're going to use the hide for, because they use it for several things. So if you can picture this guy sitting in his, you know, out in the yard with a rock and a dead animal skin is steaming, and I'm out there and I'm rubbing on it. I got it all cleaned up, and I took a rope and I pushed that thing over the top of an ice cream churn. Okay, now all of you have been in drum circle all weekend, so get in your brain and think about what it would be like to be playing your drums, rocking out in that drum circle, and this long-haired country boy walks in and throws down an ice cream churn next to you. You could not hear one note that I was playing. It was flat as it could be, because it's literally a fresh animal hide that's been pulled over this ice cream churn. So I'm literally on my knees going, whoop, 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 whoop. I can barely hear it myself. Nobody in the rest of the circle is going to hear that. Okay, and this is the long story short. This is my experience. I'm sitting in this drum circle, never been in one before. I am high as a kite on emotions. I'm like, oh my God. Whoop, 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 whoop. You get this feeling, right? Who gets that feeling?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine me. I'm out there. I'm getting this feeling. I'm like, this is so awesome. And the guy next to me, who's playing probably a $400 djembe, he's sitting there. Right, I'm like, man, you're awesome. Man, you're awesome. You guys are so awesome. I'm just going off on this thing. And the guy looks at me, and he sees that I'm having so much fun, and he says, hey, man, you want to play my drum? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, all of you are here today because of that one person. All of you are here today because that one person literally looked at this. You know, I was raised in a violent household growing up. I was around a lot of drug dealers and bad stuff growing up. So as a teenager growing up, all I wore was black. Anytime. There you go. Give up that adult mind and remember who you were when you were a child. A place where there is no danger, a safe space, where you dream of green fields and tranquil waters. In your dreams, where the edges of reality start to disappear. All the boundaries are fading away, and that adult mind begins to relax. Breathe it in nice and deep. There you go. I can feel that. Yeah. There you go. Alright, didgeridoos. We've moved these children back into their dreams. Yes. Alright, didgeridoos. We'll rotate on out. Alright. Thank you, didgeridoo. So we brought the didgeridoos out, and they bring those cosmic vibrations in. Thank you, shakers. There we